There. I think I got it. Hey, Green Eye Kitty. I don't know what I did, but I screwed up. Oops, I screwed up my setting. I think I started to go live when I was setting it up. I messed it up. I'm sorry. How are you? And I had to open these. That's all right. I'm getting a late start. Blake's gonna come home and he's like, I thought you were gonna make supper. We're like, I'm working on it. I swear. Not this way. You want to see the mutts? Well, let's do this. I'll show you my heathens. Maybe. There's Onyx. Onyx, what you doing? She's like, what? And there's Bella. You can't see her. Belle, come here. That's the one that was throwing a fit earlier because I was cleaning her ears. Those are my heathens. That's where I get the Sharpay Mommy. So welcome to my kitchen. Put this back in the holder without accidentally turning you off. Hello. Welcome to my kitchen. You will find I wash my hands a lot. My grandma Clausen trained me well. She always taught me clean as you go. So I'm like very weird with my kitchen. Oh, cool. So you're working on your doctorate, you said? Doctorate in Sassagoya? You're going to be a CNA? I noticed that story changed again. This is where I have problems with my friend. The stories change constantly. Constantly change. Constantly changing. So I'm going to go ahead and start dip this a little bit. Once I open this, I'll wash my hands. You're right by my sink. I have like everything is like right by my sink, and like everything is like strategically placed. Blake's like, where's such and such at? I'm like, think, where would I put things? He's like, where's the silverware? I'm like, silverware is right beside the stove top because it's a short drawer. I've got a long drawer that's over on that side, which is kind of dumb. My kitchen is handicap accessible, which is hilarious. Look at my, oops, if you can see it. That's my oven is like on the floor. Everything is handicap accessible. I'm 5'1", so I don't have to reach. I don't have to like reach. I don't have to ask Blake, who's 6 foot, to reach things too much for me on the top shelves. Which is funny though, because he tries to cook sometimes and he has to like sit on things to try to cook. So it's like it's perfect for me. And sometimes it's almost too short, but I told him, I was like, you know, I'm thinking ahead, because there's even a ramp out on the front porch. All the doors are wide and everything. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking ahead. Oh, I look at it. Oh, I'm very. When I was going through when I was with my first husband, I had issues with cleanliness. A lot of issues with cleanliness. Enough that you would have thought we were hoarders, that it was that bad. I haven't bought the Kroger brand of pepperoni for a while. It's got lots of little peppers in it. But I vowed to not let myself get like that again. It's kind of how is it? I'm so used to saying it wrong. PTSD of being that way, because we lost our camper, we lost a trailer we were living in, and it was just so foul that I didn't even bother getting anything out of it. So we're gonna do the pizza bites. They're super easy. I use the Grand's Southern biscuits, the butter flavored, just because, butter flavored. Can't have them. They're not healthy anyway, so why be healthy by having not buttered? They're super easy. The ingredients are the biscuits. We'll cut those up. Pepperoni, whatever kind of pepperoni you want. I'm buying cheap because everything's freaking expensive. So I just got some pepperoni, Kroger brand, and you can use whatever you want with these. Oregano, you can use fresh, canned, whatever. I'm using some canned dried stuff. Basil, same. You can use fresh or canned or whatever. And garlic. I do have some fresh garlic, but I'm just going to put some regular powdered garlic in it. Oh, and my husband is home, so I'll have to turn my camera. I don't know if he wants on or not. Dad's home. And then I'm going to put some onion powder in it. You can vary, like doctor this up if you want. You can put sausage in it or whatever. Olives, peppers. Some people like green peppers or red, the yellow peppers. I just lost it. But turkey pepperoni. Yeah, they do have pepper. I actually seen turkey pepperoni. Yes. Not Hormel. What was it? I forget the brand. But they do. They had turkey pepperoni. I actually seen it. I actually seen turkey pepperoni at hey Damien. I actually seen turkey pepperoni at when I was getting my order together at Kroger. I don't like getting stuff in my rings, so I take my rings off. Yes, I like the McRib, the real McRib, not the one from Circle K. Hold on, I gotta turn this so I can see whether or not he wants to be on the camera. Hold on, I'll be back. You're just gonna stare at the soda machine. You're gonna stare at the soda machine and stuff for a minute. But then we're also gonna use a little bit of olive oil, mozzarella cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese, and we'll bake everything, and then you use whatever pizza sauce you want to dip them in when you're done. You're good. You're good. Yeah, he wants to make sure that he's not on camera. You're fine, baby. Oh, okay. I can have him on camera. I always like when I have him on camera. So there you go. You can see him. The kids are excited. They're excited Dad's home. So they're flapping around.
What?
Alex, sit down. Love you.
I love it.
Anyway.
Would you stop jumping on me?
Well, it's exciting when Dad's home.
Flappy, flappy, flappy.
Flap, 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 flap. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So you get use shredded. No, it's long hair. It's not a mullet. He just has long hair.
Mullet?
No. You've either seen his beard or you've seen his long hair. It's not a mullet.
I hope the beard didn't look like a mullet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you got all the way in the camera or not.
I probably got halfway in here. It's the hair.
Hold on. There. It's not. It's the hair. It's not a mullet. There. You happy? It is not a mullet. It is gorgeous, sexy hair. But anyway, back. I know, right? He's got more hair. He's got more hair than I do. I mean, I've got long hair, but nothing like his. But I got mine pulled back because who wants to eat hair, right? Anyway, I digress. I know, but you're beautiful. You're beautiful with or without it. I mean, if anybody can rock no hair, I mean, Sinead O'Connor made it like sexy, so anybody can wear it with no hair. No, Billy Ray Cyrus is not even good looking. I didn't like him even with his eyes. What? Give him shit, baby. Damien's in there giving you shit.
Oh, yeah. Hell with
Yeah.
him. I've been working. I'm like somebody.
But anyway, I kind of put them in like little things. We're just gonna cut these up in like little like squares or however you want to put them. But like I said, you can fry up and do turkey sausage or turkey pepperoni or whatever you want, hamburger, whatever. I just kind of.
You need me to help with anything?
No, the dogs have been out and everything. You're good. Relax. And try not to poke your finger. I did. You're beautiful. That's why I said I know you're beautiful. I'm not worried about it. I did see you. He doesn't have to be in the kitchen. He can go in and relax. He's been working all day. Not to mention that he had to drive 2 hours one way to work, so he's had a 4-hour commute today. I am not ashamed to say that I spoil my man. He might as well be spoiled. I work from home. He can be spoiled. I'm good with it. I own it. Sometimes I'll make 2 batches of the biscuits so that way we have leftovers. And we may still have leftovers. I don't know. It just depends. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? Also, Damien, I talked to Fear earlier. I don't know if you were in there. We will probably be back on Insurgency later. I don't know if Blake will play. It's his early night tonight. Ah, you're Karen Wig. He's still beautiful. I liked it. Karen or not. I bet you wear the Karen wig well though. Okay, so let's speculate because we must. Did you guys? I haven't watched it all, but who else is in here? And I've got 2 people. I've just got you guys. I didn't get to watch all of her her thing. She's already bad mouthing the other shift manager. She's already gonna try and talk him out of a job. I don't know if that's gonna work out well for her. To me, and I hope she's watching, there's nothing wrong with having a day manager and a night manager. She needs to stop this talk. We need her to keep this job for the kids' sake. I'll probably end up using most of this. You want some pepperoni, babe? Oh, he's already got his headphones on. He's already drowning me out. That's the fun of doing the cook, right? I get to taste test. I wonder. But even if she does, she needs to keep it. If she does or not. I would like to think she does, just for the kids' sake, but I'm like you. I'm kind of skeptic about it. Is Hannibal having a thing tonight? I never know. He does them sometimes on the weekends. Right? Was she asking for money in her live? I didn't even pay attention. I was trying to get this stuff ready, and she did her live while I was still doing mine. What was I gonna say? I had something to ask, and I forget what it was now. Oh, yesterday in Amber's live. Did you see Masked Rapper come in? Did you see him giving me grief when I asked him if he was her mod? And him insisting he was not her mod? Yeah, sometimes the panels are like that. I fell asleep. I can't stay up late for his panels like that. I watch him for like in the mornings and throughout the day. I think I'll cut the biscuits and see if that's enough. I just kind of eyeball everything. I do have on my TikTok, in the one that I post on my TikTok has like a little bit of like an actual recipe, but everything, it's more to like what you feel is like enough for you. Some people like more or less of stuff. I even went back into her live or into her chat and posted under his comment one of the videos where he could go in and see where his name is blue with a wrench beside it, and he still denies it. I can't be a mod. I didn't give her any money. Is the guy an idiot? I don't know why people just automatically think they have to give to be a moderator. Now, it helps for them to become a moderator to give her money, but that's not a requirement. We've seen people become moderator and not actually give a dime. I mean, there's been times where she's needed people to moderate that have just been there. I'm gonna see if he wants a couple pieces. I know my man. I'll be right back. And wash my hands. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been charged anything. She's hinted or asked before, and I told her no. She hasn't done it in for a long time because I told her I can't afford it. But she didn't bug me about it anymore. Once I told her I couldn't afford it, she never like, she's not pissy about it. She wasn't like persistent about it. I don't know. Jump scare. Why did I not expect that? The can of biscuits just like popped open. That has not happened in a long time. Oh dear Lordy B. That's funny. That was funny. I just cut them in fourths both ways to make like little squares. Like little bites. Because they will also they'll poof up some too. It just depends. I don't know. I've always liked cooking, but I grew up on a farm too. Nick has me intrigued. She said she's diving into some murder case or something. She has me intrigued, but I'm going to be busy tonight. Oh, stay away. Tried to escape. And this is why I'm very anal about my kitchen being clean. So I can do that. I go around and like sanitize my kitchen counters and stuff. I use like that 409 like kind of like almost like a bleach. This is an older house, so I was like very weird about it when I moved in. The house had sat here I think for like a year or so. Before we moved in. Oh goodness. So are you originally from here? While these are cooking, well, I'll go over there and hang out. Because these will take like 20 minutes. These get in the middle of anything. I'm thinking these could be done in an air fryer. If anybody was curious. I'm pretty sure these could be done in an air fryer. I actually found this recipe on TikTok. There's this Latin guy. I forget his name. I'm gonna have to find him again. You can see I watched him before he got like super famous. He's kind of easy on the eyes, but he makes it fun to watch him. He does like tricks with the camera and stuff while he's cooking. But with his recipes and stuff, that's where I got this recipe. I just kind of adapted it a little bit to my thing. Ah, yeah, she does. But I guess if you don't have too much to cook with, I guess that would be not a bad thing. It's definitely healthier than eating a bunch of fried stuff, especially when she doesn't eat healthy anyway. And we know that it's cheaper to eat unhealthy these days, even if you're buying stuff from the store and not eating out, like fast food stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. I spent, just in the groceries I spent today, it was still like over $100. And that's just for the two of us, but I also get enough that it feeds us for almost 2 weeks. With leftovers, it could actually last us longer if I put my mind to it. I've got stuff for like hamburger, cheese, macaroni. What is this? Like ground beef with macaroni in it. I think I'm gonna put some cheese in it too because we like cheeseburgers. So I think I'm gonna put some cheese in it. So I've got that. I've got a Mexican dish that's called firecracker casserole, and it's almost like a burritos baked into like a casserole. So I'll make that. Yeah, that's plenty. So that makes a bunch there. So then we'll just put this in there. That needs to cut up a little bit better. Blake will be proud of me. I didn't drop my knife on my foot. I have a tendency to drop my knife sometimes. He's like, I need to like get you some steel-toed boots. He swears I'm gonna cut my toe off sometime one of these days. That one didn't cut real good. Try to do it this way so that way you can see it. I guess the chat might be kind of covering it, huh? I'm used to TikTok where it's easier to see everything. There. Does that help it some? So you can see a little bit better? I mean, I can lift it and tilt it some, but my hand is a little greasy. Trying to avoid having to wash my hands. Wait a minute. What do you like on your pizza, Green Eye Kitty? And Damien, what do you like on your pizza? You look like you think you like pizza. There's no sasangoya. Ooh, I like black olives and mushrooms too, yes. Now what does KJM like on hers? I suppose she likes sardines and tuna. You know, it's cat thing. Okay, now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to throw this away first. I think there's plenty of pepperoni in there. There's just a little tiny bit of pepperoni left in there. I could go ahead and put that in there. Why not? Let's do it. Why be stingy, right? Ah. Well, see, I like fish. Blake does not like fish. You see this? See this? You see this? Is it pretty? Is it pretty? No. Is it pretty? Is it pretty? You can do it. Is it pretty? Oh, get down. Sit. Down. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. You want one? You know, they got, you know, the tax, the food tax. Come here. You want one? This is the hand I'm cooking with, by the way. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. This is my bashful one. Come here. You want it? Come here. And she's like, no, you come here, peasant. Come here. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Onyx was just waiting for me to drop something. So, you know, it's usually the cheese tax. I do not. In fact, once my goal with this channel actually is to not breed the dogs. They're from a breeder. Onyx or Bella came from a breeder in Georgia, in Byron, Georgia. That's close to Warner Robins, Georgia. And then Onyx came from Nashville. There's a breeder in Nashville. That lady actually used to show Shar-Pei. We ended up getting Onyx. We were hoping that we had two other dogs. Well, we had Bella and we had Bear. Bear was a lab mix. And we were hoping that Bear and Bella would help us with teaching Onyx, like, you know, some manners and stuff. But we lost Bear to cancer right when we were just about to get Onyx. So sadly, it's been just Bella. Bella's 11. Onyx is just a little over a year. But the direction I'm wanting to go with my channel, once I'm able to get it monetized, if I ever get it monetized, is my goal is there's a Shar-Pei rescue group. There's a Shar-Pei rescue group here in Virginia. And that's what I want to do. I want to help with fostering the Shar-Pei because they're such a unique breed. And people, they're a fad. Like, they're a cool breed. Everybody likes their wrinkles, and they're such a neat dog. Everybody wants one of the wrinkly dogs. So what happens is people will get this breed of dog, and then they don't know what they're getting their hands into. They're not for the faint of heart, for starters. They're full of issues, usually. Give me just a moment. I gotta do my dishes. Told you I'm kind of weird like that. I have to like clean my stuff as I'm going. I'm done with my knife and stuff, so I don't need it anymore. Okay. But what happens is people will get these dogs and they don't realize what they're getting into when they get them. Shar-Pei are known to get skin issues. they will get skin irritations from the wrinkles and from the heat. So we're gonna use a little bit of olive oil and put that in here. This kind of helps to help you stir it, and it keeps from everything just becoming a big clumpy mess. You don't need a bunch of it. You can use other oils. I just use olive oil because it's a little bit lighter and not as much calories. And it also helps with keeping it from sticking a little bit. Actually, I'm going to open just in case. I just buy the Kroger brand. She's already down here asking for cheese. But they get ear infections. I fight ear infections with Bella all the time. This is one of the reasons she was mad at me this morning. Because, you know, had to deal with ears. Because they get very tiny ear canals. So yeast and dirt and stuff gets caught down in their ears. So they'll get ear infections real easy. They're kind of like with their temperament, they're kind of like almost like a pit bull. I don't know if you've ever been around pit bulls, but pit bulls are very headstrong. They have a very strong temperament. They're bullies. If you I'm not saying you need to go and beat them or anything like that, but you don't want them to think they're in control either. Because the minute they think they're in control of everything, then you're going to have some issues. You are the alpha, they are not. So you got to make sure you're the alpha of the pack, so to speak, if you will. I'm going ahead and putting in some of my seasonings and some garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of onion powder in there too. I use garlic powder because I just don't like a lot of salt. Oh yeah, I'm not big on pits either. But once upon a time, Shar Pei actually had kind of a reputation like the pits when it came to fighting, and it's all because of their loose skin. You can grab a hold of the back of their skin and they can still turn and attack a pit bull. So fighters would get a hold of the Shar Pei and train them to fight and put them against the pit bulls. So for a while they were as bad as far as the stigma as the pit bulls, which I thought was crazy because Shar Pei are usually very docile animals. They sleep all day, usually. I know a lot of people that are allergic to it. My youngest son, the one I gave up for adoption, is allergic to everything, and he didn't know it until his mom and dad didn't know it until after he was born, of course. Because I buy everything with no salt. Denise, this is a little tiny bit of salt. Sorry, I couldn't resist. She dumps the salt just in case she's watching. I'm gonna stir this just to make sure I got enough mozzarella in there and the other seasonings. You can kind of see how it's starting to kind of come together. Sauce Goya. Gotta put that in there. You gotta have that Cuban flavor in there. But people don't understand that these dogs can get very expensive to take care of too. So what happens is they end up getting thrown out on the streets or in the pound or whatnot. So one of the first things I want to do is to get my backyard fenced in, so when we do start to foster, they'll have a place to run and play versus being on a leash the whole time. I don't keep my dogs outside on leashes or on chains and all that. That's not a dog's life. That is just not a dog's life. No, I'm not putting the cheese back in there. I'm actually eating it. If it falls out, I eat it. It's mine. Those are the taste tests. See, that's kind of mixing together real good. Just trying to make sure it's good. You can put other cheese in there if you want, or you can be whatever. You can put whatever you want in it. Whatever you like on your pizza, you can put in this. Really. I'll put a little bit more seasoning in there. I like to cook with herbs and spices. And sasangoya. Ooh, temptation cat food. I get to give the dogs their meds. What is that stuff? It's a dog food that has the little white dog on it. I forget what it's called. They've got all different kinds. There's like prime rib and porterhouse steak. I'll give their food or their I'll use that food to put their pills in, because Bella is on Apoquel for skin irritations, and Onyx gets Benadryl. I kind of created a skin irritation with the dogs inadvertently, not realizing it, when I was trying to give Bella her meds. It's like with kids, you don't want to play favoritism. So when I would give Bella her meds in a treat, I would give the same treat to Onyx, and I created an issue that got quickly out of control, and I had to make a vet appointment. And $400 later, I'm accepting Cash Apps. My Cash App is in my bio. Ugh, that was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Alright. So the sauce that I'm using, I get the Classico, just the regular pizza sauce, the traditional. Right back. These are already non-stick cupcake holders, so I'm not going to worry about messing with those as far as oiling them, greasing them again. If you're in doubt, you can add a little bit of extra grease in them, or whatever. Baking sheets if you want, if you really want to be fancy about it, I guess. I'm not that fancy. Just take your pan and just take some of your pizza bites and just stick them in here. This is how I told you, this is like a super easy. Yes, I want to send you some for your Virginia Slims. My grandma used to smoke Cools. I remember she was always big into the Cools. My mom smokes, she smoked Virginia Slims. Mine was Marlboro Light 100s when I smoked, and I vape. I couldn't afford to smoke. And I hated living in a duplex when we lived in Georgia, so I had promised my now ex, if he got me out of there, I wouldn't smoke in the house anymore. Oh my God, that was terrible. I hated that I made that promise. But it was worth it. So you just put these in there. And then you'll bake these for like 15-20 minutes, or until they're about kind of a goldish brown. And then they'll come out like the picture I'm going to post. What I'll do is post that picture with the ingredients, with like the base ingredients, and then you guys can, you can do with whatever. I also have this, this is also posted on my TikTok, which is Sharpay Mommy, period, Lady Writer on TikTok. This is what I do on my TikTok also. No, I don't do that. Thank God. I wouldn't be doing a live if I had to do that. I would be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling up to it today, guys. I missed a couple of my lives last week because of migraines. I was fighting a migraine last week. Yeah, with the way these are, you can actually break these little pieces off if you want to, and eat them. You know, make them like smaller bite sizes if you want. But I'll put these in my Easy Bake Oven. I can usually get one tray, and then I've got a 6-pan or six muffin tray that I'll put the rest in, and then I'll get all that cooked. But just one 8-count biscuit container makes all this. One 6-ounce thing of, wait, was it 6 ounce or 10 ounce? I think it was a 10 ounce package of the pepperoni. I'm gonna go and put these in the oven. Grab the other one. I'll be right back. See, we still have some left in here. Enough to make, you know, like 3 or 4 more maybe. 3 or 4 more. It might not fill up that other tray, but there's enough to put 3 or 4 more in there. Right back. We're going in the oven, baby. So I've got this smaller one too. These are a fun thing. Like if you got kids, get the kids involved in it too. Maybe have the pepperoni and stuff already cut up, and getting them involved with just helping putting the stuff together and putting it in here. It's kind of fun, you know, pizza night with the kids or something. Of course, it'd be pizza night for the big kids for us because we're big children. Yeah, that's only gonna make 3. I loved Amber's idea with those picky pads. I'm actually going to start making some of those. My best friend has been going through a lot here lately. Her husband has been he was diagnosed with I can't remember the name of it, but it was a form of bone cancer. She was getting ready to tell him she wanted a divorce when he was diagnosed. She's obviously not gonna leave him in a situation like that. I'm gonna go and put these 3 in there with the rest. That way they're all done at about the same time. My little itty bitty oven was able to handle all that together. But she has developed a really bad, like, a nervous picking habit. So picking at her face. And she's got sores all over her face from it. I guess I have a little tiny bit of mozzarella left too. So I'm going to make some of those picky pads for her. Yeah, you're fine, Mama. Do your thing. But I'm making the leftovers. I'm allowed to at this point, right? I'm done. I'm done with the cooking part, the hard part. Now it's just the cleanup. But I think it might be something that is, might even be something that I could probably put on like the marketplace even around here, you know? I'm needing to find a second income with Blake having his surgery coming up with his ankle. I've been trying to figure out something. I think I seen on that Nextdoor app that Amazon might be hiring or something at nighttime, for nighttime stuff. So I'm gonna check into that too, because I work for a call center. That's what I do for a living, is work for a call center. So I could easily work for Amazon in the evenings, depending on what time they need me. Maybe they could hire me just for the weekends. I work 4 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday right now. So I'm off on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So, okay, I won't be able to do my gaming stuff like I usually do. But that's okay. It's not like it's not like that's a money maker. So I'd have to, kind of hang that up for a while. Blake can do that. He can do my gaming stuff while he's off. I'm able to take it over. Everybody will like him better than they do me. And Damien just likes to watch me just giggle when I die. And I call my husband an idiot. He needs to stop that. I don't like that much. I think it's disrespectful myself. Alright, got that done. Put this knife away. I told you I'm like weird. I gotta have, my kitchen's gotta be, I hate when my kitchen stuff's like, no, but he's not gonna be getting his full paycheck. He gets more on commission, cause he works at the dealership. So he gets commission. He's only gonna get a portion of his check. I mean, he gets his I don't know. Where is that gonna come from? He gets his short-term disability, but still, that's just not his full paycheck. It's not his full paycheck. It's not his commission. Oh, let's see one of my favorite parts about my kitchen. Hold on, I'll turn it. It's my favorite part about this kitchen. My pull-out spice rack. This is like one of the big selling things for me, believe it or not. Okay. Yes, black fridge, black, like everything's black. The counters for the countertops aren't, but the stovetop is, the sink is black, even my Easy Bake Oven is black, the microwave is black. Yes. Yes. Oops. The living room is red and black. And then the master bathroom is done up in Nightmare Before Christmas. Because, Nightmare Before Christmas. We're kind of a weird couple. What can I say? I like it. It's just us. I'm gonna put these back on. And we even have black diamond rings. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Um, you all eat for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, Jack Skellington and Sally. And we'll dress the dogs up. The dogs. Wait, I was just answering your question. We'll be here. We got any plans? My son might be here for Christmas. I'm not sure. And then Blake's mom and then might come. Are supposed to be coming in from North Carolina. His mom and dad and family live in North Carolina, and my son and my dad live in Ohio. Well, maybe you may have to just come and spend Thanksgiving with us. I make a pretty mean sweet potato casserole if you like sweet potatoes. Do you like cherry pie or pumpkin pie? Homemade crust. It's my grandma's recipe. That I will not make on camera. I'm the only one in the family that has my grandma's homemade pie crust recipe, and they've asked me several times if they could have it. And my thought process of that is, if you wanted it, you should have spent time with my grandmother while she was living. I spent lots of time with my grandma. I love my grandma. Love, 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 love that woman. Let's see. I can unplug this. I'm going to lose my light, which is fine. No, I do not deliver internationally. Sorry. Free pictures. That's about the best I can do. I don't know. You don't have to bring anything. I would not expect you to bring anything. Nothing at all. Bring nothing. Bring your appetite. That's what you can bring. Bring your appetite and your company. That's all. That's it. That's the only thing you would have to bring. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. Nothing less. That's all that's required in my house. Oh, and whatever you want to drink. I usually only have like water. I do have the Keurig that usually has iced tea that you can make like sweet tea if you want. Do not bring me any roaches. Those are not allowed in my house. I had to deal with those in North Carolina. They called them palmetto bugs. Them things were this big. No, those are roaches. No, I called them our friends, and I wanted the friends to stay gone. I had an exterminator there for a while that would come to the house. It did no good. They were still coming in the house. My youngest son and his wife came for a visit, like not too long after I had moved there, and Josh had his cooler out in this truck, and him and Blake had went out to get a beer out of the truck, and Josh started to come back in, and literally one of them freaking things started to come in with him. It was like this big. I was like, out of my house. Get out now. And then one was in their bed. Why would a roach even be in the bedroom? There's no reason. My house is not dirty. You see my kitchen, my house. No. Well, then bring wine. What kind of wine? I'm not a huge. We're not big drinkers, so it doesn't matter. I'm on pain meds, so I don't drink very much. I'm not allowed to. I get tested a lot. And that's one of the things they test for. I actually almost got told that I wasn't allowed to have my pain meds in North Carolina because I had a celebratory shot of um, tequila rose for one of Blake's one of Blake's birthdays back in 2019, I think it was, when I lived in Virginia the first time before I moved to North Carolina. Manischewitz. Ooh, sounds intriguing. Is that a red wine? I know a lot of people like red wines. I usually don't drink like, I think it was Riesling that I liked. Riesling. Kosher wine. But is that like a, that means it's like it's not been touched or anything, right? It's not been hasn't had any chemicals and stuff. Ah, ha! Your mother smells of elderberries. I immediately went there. Sorry. Bring out your dead. Ah, okay. I did not, I didn't know. I just knew it was like, there was a special preparation or something with the, with it, with kosher. That's cool. What was that noise? Right back, hold on. What are you doing? She just, oh no, she just making noise in there. You were just licking or something. She was, she was like licking your paws or something. I was like, did she just pee? I was gonna like go off on the dog in a minute. It almost sounded like she was peeing. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people like that. Oh, you're going to actually get to see these things done. They're almost done. Yum. I was like, I went in to check to see what Bella was doing. I kept hearing like this, it almost sounded like running water. I was like, what is going on in the living room? Bella was in there licking her paws or something, and it sounded like water. Like she was like, because of her skin issues, she'll like lick really hard. That's one thing with cooking. I start drinking a lot of water. I have a feeling Blake is not going to be on the internet much tonight. He's going to be sleeping. I don't blame him. He's had a rough day. Let me get these things out home. Sorry. I'm making so much noise. I am going to turn you guys around a little bit. Yep. Actually, I'll turn you guys here in a second. Once I pull that out. Yep. I'm gonna make a Pepsi. Unlike Denise, I can make a Pepsi. Hi, Lilies. It's actually almost ready. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. I'll make Pepsi though. We have one of those soda streams. I can make my own Pepsi. So I can make my own, but I get a little tiny one. Oh yeah, me too. I am like super hungry. Typically we will usually eat around 6:30, 7 o'clock. But Blake he has to eat, too sassy for that Pepsi. Too sassy for my Pepsi. Too sassy for my Pepsi. Let's make it loud. I gotta carbonate my Pepsi. I got my Pepsi soda water. This thing has been so nice, so we don't have to like buy a bunch of soda. I can make my ginger ale or whatever. All you do is add the syrup to the carbonated water. I love it. It's so nice. Yep. We got ginger ale and we got root beer too. But you can get Pepsi and Mountain Dew, the actual Pepsi and Mountain Dew, not the generic stuff. Which is kind of funny. Then you just gotta like stir it. My Pepsi's better. Mine's fresh. Every single time it's fresh. Denise ain't got nothing on me, boy. You gotta tease her about that. Yeah. And we got my own bottles. I just gotta wash them out. We've got these great big bottles too, but I use the small bottles. I can't, it's just way too much for me. Way too much. Oh, Zell. Yeah, that's crazy. Some places you can get like 3 12-packs for like $9. I've seen that in some places. Like sometimes Walmart will have it, sometimes Kroger will have it. But I don't usually buy soda. I love the Soda Stream. That's what this is, and it's. I don't know if you guys can see the bubbles. You can see all the bubbles. And here it is. It's just as good. It tastes just like Pepsi. I mean, it's Pepsi. It is. This is the copyrighted Pepsi syrup. And they also have the Mountain Dew. I want to say they have regular Dr. Pepper. I think. I can't, don't quote me on it, but they have they have a generic brand of it. But I usually have problems with it being too syrupy, so I don't put as much syrup in it. Now, Damien, are you still in here? You even have black silverware. We are kind of black stuff in here. Black and like these tealish colors and stuff. These are like my colors. The sea salt, the sea foam green or whatever. Blues, pinks, and these colors. Hold this up. There you go. Those are the pizza bites. There's supper. Come and get it. That's what we're having for supper. The kind of, sort of, right? But they're pizza. They're pizza bites. They're kind of like pizza muffins, if you will. But they're not muffins. They're the biscuits. They're made with the biscuits. The biscuits, the pepperoni, the mozzarella cheese, and then the basil, the oregano, and garlic. And then you just mix it all together with a little bit of olive oil and put it in the muffin pans and bake it. And I'm getting ready to put this in there. In the little dipping trays. So give me just a second and I'll have this ready. Because then that way I can give Blake his. So I told you, I like to cook. They do. We'll have leftovers. That's the nice thing. We'll actually have leftovers. And these are like perfect size because then there's usually leftover it too. Because I will usually eat like maybe 2 or 3 of them, if that. Blake will take some to work with him. And his coworkers are like, I want one. I want one. I want one. Now, what I do with them. Because they do have oil on them, the grease from them. You don't have to, it's just kind of something I will do. Just so they don't get soggy if you don't eat them right away. So this is what they look like. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll put them over here on this little rack. I've got one of those like little wire racks. I just kind of put them on there so that they're not if there's any excess oil from the olive oil, so that they don't get it all drenched. And then I'll break one apart for you. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Nope. Yeah, these are pizza rolls, or like pizza bites. And you can see where the little bumps were from the little pieces that we cut, or that I cut. So if you want to, you can actually just kind of break it off. Break it off that way. You can see the steam coming off of it. Yeah, a little bit of a pull. And then you just dip it in your pizza sauce. And that's it. They're really good. A new craving for Mama Moon. Yeah, they're like super easy. Mama Moon, your daughter will love these. She'll even like helping you make them. They're made with they're biscuits, like canned biscuits, cut up, pepperoni. You can like cut everything up and then let her help you mix them, and then put them in the muffin pans. So they are. You can put whatever you want in them. I use pepperoni and mozzarella cheese, but you can use sausage or turkey pepperoni, whatever. Whatever you want, like whatever you like on your like pizza or whatever, you can put them in them. I'm just taking these out so that the oil that's in the stuff can still, will just kind of drain on there. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I usually will do on my TikTok lives. Oh wait. Yeah. See, they're pretty big. Those will, I mean, and they feed a lot. I mean, they're filling. They're definitely filling. And what I'll do is I'll take it's got all the ingredients, because it's however much you want to make. It's not really a set amount. It's just the ingredients. I just made the basic ones, but you can be as adventurous as you want with them. I think you can make them in an air fryer if you want. I just made them in the oven for 350 for about 15-20 minutes. But you could probably get like paper, you can make like, put them in like the paper cups for cupcakes, and put them in there, and they probably form up about the same way, I think. I seen like I had to look up when Denise it didn't look like she was going to get a cake for Gypsy. I sent her a thing where she could have made cupcakes in the air fryer for Gypsy. I figured that might have even been something cool for the girls to do together. Kind of like the beads that I got for Gypsy for her birthday gift once, but you know, we didn't know how that went. But anyway, but yeah, exactly. We know how that goes. But anyway, that's there we go. Now you guys get to see what I usually do on TikTok. Oh, see, there you go. You could do that. You can have that instead of regular pizza sauce, do the white sauce instead of pizza sauce, because that's all I did. I used the Classico pizza sauce. You can use whatever sauce you want with them. You don't put the sauce in the bites. You dip them. Use them to dip. Yeah, exactly. You can have fun with it. That's one of the fun things I like about this is you can just, it's pretty versatile. Oh, I'm sure it is, honey. Yeah, that usually means you're going to have a baby with a full head of hair. At least that's what they always told me, and my son came out with a full head of hair. Yeah, he was not lacking any hair. But I hope you get to feeling better quickly. But I'm going to go ahead and end here, so that way I can get my babe fed. He's probably in there asleep, but that way I can get him up so he can get fed. He's had a long day. He drove a total of 4 hours to and from work today. And he did that yesterday too, so he's beat. He's got to be back to work at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for another long day. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But this is what I usually do on TikTok. Is when I go live on TikTok, I'll either just go and just chit chat with everybody, or I'll do one of these lives, and then afterwards I will post the recipe. Usually, the recipe and a picture. Yeah, it is. He was in Wytheville. He was in Wytheville today, and he'll be doing it Tuesdays and Fridays for the next couple weeks. Yeah. Poor guy. At least the next time we'll be there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the gaming streams. We'll be back. I'll be back on tonight. Don't know if I'll be on Insurgency. Well, it'll be either Insurgency or Daisy probably. I'm trying to get the nerve to get back on that scary game. That scary game's fun, but oh my god. That game is driving me bonkers. I've got a new setup too, also where I can actually get into the gaming chat now, and I have my mic set up, a separate mic, and my my camera is actually up on my TV now, so I'm playing with some different things for the gaming. So anyway, you guys have a great night. If I don't talk to you, check out Nick for talking. Oh my god, I just forgot her name. Talking Life with Nick. She's going on. She's going on to a deep dive with one of the murder things. She's into the crime stuff, true crime stuff. And I know she said she was going into one of the murder the disappearances or something. So I might check that out here too. She's like really good at that stuff. He's in the living room, probably asleep. I think he had YouTube on or something, but I'm gonna go wake him up. But anyway, have a good evening if I don't see you here later. Thanks for joining me, you guys. See you, bye.